with another process video. Today I'm going to be using the Maggie Holmes Gather collection. Right here I'm pulling out all sorts of scraps that I'm going to back those hearts with. These hearts, I just created a heart shape on my silhouette and made them in several different sizes and scattered them about this 3" by 12" panel. I am going to back these hearts with the scrap papers, and we have all seen this done or have done this several times. So I'm going to go ahead and cut away here in a minute and continue with my layout. Right here, this flower paper, I really liked this one, so I did use this on 3 of the larger hearts. I used one in the top, one in a large bottom heart, and one in the large center heart. Kind of this pattern paper pulled in all the other papers and colors that I wanted to use, because I did want to have some black on here. So this pattern paper does have the black outlining of the leaves. Sorry about that, I got a little bit of a cold. It's ending, not beginning, so that's good. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to back these hearts and cut away the extra. What I did is I outlined the hearts on the reverse side of the paper that I was going to use, and then cut around what I had outlined. Here I am showing you a Prima chalk ink. This is an old road. It is kind of a gray. I love this color, and I really love the Prima chalk inks a lot. Sadly, I've had to throw many away because the pad will come unattached, and I researched different ways to adhere that back onto the base of that stamp pad, and nothing I tried has worked. So when the rest of these fall off, the pads fall off, I'm just going to be done with this specific type of ink. I like the ink, I don't like the way that it is packaged. So it's just one of those things, I guess. They might have them in square pads that don't have the same issue. I'm not sure. I haven't researched that. Right here I'm going to go ahead and map my photos, and I decided to back them with this piece of packing material. This is not vellum. It's kind of a plasticky texture. It's kind of a foamy plastic texture. I'm not even sure what it is. I'll probably go back and look in my album in 5 years and it'll probably be yellow. I have no idea what it is, but I liked the way it was thick and it was full, so I'm gonna go ahead and use that. I am using some score tape to put that down onto that packaging because I had never used it before and I wasn't sure how it would hold. I'm going to do this with both of the photos, and I'm also going to back the photos onto that chevron piece you see right there laying over the top of the layout. So this layout had started out with 2 photos. I do end up getting rid of one of them, and it ends up only being the 1 photo. But this is a photo of Bailey, and it was kind of funny because in the background you can kind of see the light under the door there. We were on our way out, and Jim had to use the restroom before he left, so he went into the powder room, and she was just laying right outside the door waiting for him. She had never done that before. She does it to me all the time, but she has never done that to him, and I thought that was really interesting. So I end up titling this layout Guard Dog. I do put some journaling on there talking about how she has never done this before. It was just really interesting. She's getting older, and like right now she's at the groomer, and it is so weird not to have the little click click of her feet running around. Usually when I'm in here and doing a voiceover, she'll be outside my door and I can kind of hear her breathing. She doesn't whine or anything. She just waits for me to open my door up so she can come in. So it's kind of weird not having her here right now, but she's just at the groomer. She's not gone. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and try to arrange the photos where I think I might like them. I did cut out some circles, and they're kind of wonky. They're not, symmetrical in any way, and I'm going to place one of those behind that photo. Right here, I still hadn't decided that I was only going to use 1 photo. There's that circle. It is the black. It is the paper with the black dots on it, and I do ink that with that old road Prima chalking. So I am going to use that circle as the base to lay this fiddle on. Just like that. It's very cute. And right here I'm using my ATG gun trying to tack down the edges of the circle. And it's so big and cumbersome, it wasn't really working for me. So I went ahead and pulled out this little Tombow teeny tiny tape runner, and that is what I use to finish tacking down the edges. Sometimes I can't get that big gun under small spaces, which I like the ATG gun and I like the way it sticks, but sometimes it's hard for small spaces and I have to pull out the little one. I went ahead and pulled it or popped this panel up on some foam tape, and I'm going to place it down right there. I am going to put the picture right there over at the left of that panel, and I am using some Aleene's tacky glue to stick that down. And I'm not sure why I pulled out a liquid glue. That was kind of weird. I will do that a lot if I'm putting it on mixed media, but I don't know why I did it here. But that's what I did. So right here I'm taking out these Amy Tan Carol Barteschi thickers, and I'm going to go ahead and put down my title. It is going to be Guard Dog, and I am going to show you the packaging right here. I purchased these at Tuesday Morning for $1.99. I love the font, so that is a great steal. $1.99 for those stickers. That's awesome. And I am just showing you that I put this down, and here it is. Right here is some crochet thread I am going to use. I am showing you this starch. What I did was I made some little bows, and then I dipped them into the starch I had sprayed onto my craft mat, because I wanted the bows, these bows, to keep their shape. Right here I am showing you, look, this is the wet starch that I am placing them in to make them firm. I didn't want them to lose their shape when they were sitting in my album, and they still might. I don't know how long the starch lasts. Right here I'm touching them and they're still crunchy and firm, so I do like that. I am inking the edges of some different heart cutouts or punches that I'm going to be using on this layout. I am still using that Old Road Prima chalk ink, and I am going to use all of these as embellishments. Now on this layout I don't truly use any embellishments that came with the Gather collection. I just use the cutouts, hearts, and some sequins in those bows. I did pull out one little word phrase, and it says #LoveThis. So that's really the only embellishment that I used that came from the Gather collection. So here I'm building that little cluster in the bottom left of my page. Words are hard for me today, sorry about that. I'm trying to get through this video. We are getting ready to leave to go try out a new restaurant in town, so that should be fun. I'm going to go ahead and stick down this heart right there, and that heart I just put on the top of there, that's going to go up on some foam tape, while these other two hearts are just going to be flat with the page or flush with the page. I just use that Tombow tape runner on that. And then that small heart that I'm going to put next to the one I just put down, I am going to put that up on foam tape as well. I'm just going to cut some teeny tiny pieces and put that down. I am going to peel the back off with some tweezers, and I did that with most of them because I went through that phase where I was biting my nails pretty bad, so I didn't have any nails at this point. Now this is a layout I did do a while back, so they have grown out a little bit. My nails have grown out just a little bit. Here's where I open up my sequins box, or one of my sequins boxes, and I just pulled out some clear sequins and also some black sequins. I'm going to scatter those around the page a little bit, and I am also going to pull out those starched bows and put those around the areas that I put the sequins in. I am going to cut away to glue those down because that's just really tedious. I do like to have that pop of that black with the sequins. I think it kind of complements the title and also that black polka dotted circle. Looks really cute. I love this layout. It turned out probably better than I had when I was thinking of it, and it turned out better than I thought it might. Right there I put down another pattern paper heart between guard and dog, and I am going to put a bow on top of that heart and also a sequence next to it. So right here I'm going to show you my glue, and that is just signifying that I am going to glue these down, and I will be back in a minute. So I pull out the Heidi Swap Color Shine in Black, and I'm going to splatter that around the page. Now I do use this pencil, I think is what it is, to flick the nozzle against, and the reason I did that is because the splatters would be more fine. I didn't want any huge splatters because I already had those black sequins that are kind of big. And there you go. That is all I do to lay out. So thank you so much for joining me. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.